Welcome. In front of me is a Xiaomi POCO X6 Pro, and today I'll go around unboxing along with a quick look at this new device. So anyway, let's just get straight into the box. Okay, so as you can see, we do have a pretty nice charger, 67 watts, that comes provided in the box. Samsung take notes. Then the phone itself, it's pretty chilly. I just came in, so let's put on the case so I don't have to feel that cold glass. Anyway, as you can also see, the case comes provided with the device and it fits pretty nicely. It's in a nice grayish color. And obviously it will protect your device. The screen itself has already a pre-applied screen protector as well, so you don't really have to worry about scratches right off the bat. Now, when it comes down to the display itself, let's take that off just so you can see the actual bezels, because they are basically non-existent, which looks pretty nice. So, the display is a 6.67 inch display running a resolution of 1220 by 2712. It is also an AMOLED display with 68 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus certification, Dolby Vision, and a peak brightness of 1800 nits. So it can get pretty bright. Also, the glass on the front glass is a Gorilla Glass 5. Now, when it comes into the back and the cameras itself, we have a triple camera setup, and hopefully it's not, never mind, there is one. The main sensor is a 64 megapixel wide sensor, then we got a 8 megapixel ultra wide and a crop 2 megapixel macro. Anyway, continuing on. So let me just put the light there. There we go. So we can see we do have one crop camera that is basically useless. The 2 megapixel macro will not give you any kind of good results when you already have a 64 megapixel wide sensor. With the 2x zoom, that camera will just capture way better photos than the dedicated macro, making this specific lens right here an absolute dog shit. Anyway, moving on into the internals, this device is actually kind of spec'd out. It's on a other side of spec'd out with the Dimensity instead of the Snapdragon, but still, for about 420 bucks, nice, you'll get a Dimensity 8300 Ultra, which is a little bit below the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, but still, obviously it will be a very fast device. Now, there's two options for this device, or actually more than two, but two in terms of RAM, I think. So anyway, the very base model comes with 256 gigabytes of built-in storage, which is pretty nice, and 8 gigabytes of RAM. Then you can go with the same storage, 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage with 12 gigs of RAM. And all of these are using UFS 4.0 storage type. So this is the improved one, even faster, meaning that when you're recording videos in like 8K or 4K in this case, and this device can do 8K, you will basically, your device will read and write onto that storage this kind of like high resolution footages much quicker. Now, this doesn't only just go to recording videos, it obviously extends to like downloads and extractions of like packages and stuff like that. installations and stuff like that. So it will basically mean that all those things that require any kind of storage will be done quicker. And it's a benefit, obviously. Now I am going to the setup just so I can see how the new UI for this device looks like, because it looks like it is using a different one. Let's just kind of get through it. And while this is going through, or while I'm going through it, let's also talk about the design right here. So we do have a aluminum frame, as you can see. The back is glass, that's what I meant to say. Now there's also a different version of this device which comes with an eco leather. This isn't one, clearly. And there we go. So that's the actual OS right here. And god damn, that looks, this very like minimal bezels looks just stunning. Now that being said, I never actually said what the percentages here is. So that is 90.1% screen to body ratio. So this is basically over 90 now. And that's kind of how the display or device itself looks like when your device has over 90% screen to body ratio. Just open up settings because that will be a white background. Where's the setting? Oh, there we go. So there we go. You can see it looks pretty nice. Now this is running Android 14 internally, even though it's called HyperOS. This is just a skin over it. And just to kind of show this, let's go about phone, and somewhere in here we should have the info about Android security update, and there we go, Android version 14 UP1A. So it's basically 14, and you can see it right here. So there we go. Now additionally, this device comes with a big 5000 milliampere battery and the 67 watt charger, which is just amazing. And the advertised charging speeds for this device is 100% in 45 minutes. So that is, as you probably can expect, really fast. Most certainly faster than what devices that cost more than 4 times more come with. Yeah, let's be honest, Samsung is not really doing too well when it comes down to actually offering you good value for your money. So there we go. That's primarily all the info. There's a couple additional things that I can mention, like the fact that we do have a under-display fingerprint sensor. So you can just use your fingerprint. We have accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, virtual proximity sensor, and that's about it. Obviously flash. We don't have on this device a headphone jack, because some other devices do have headphone jacks. Have a Type-C charging port, speaker, microphone, and our SIM tray. Now this is just a SIM tray, not an SD tray if I'm correct, but I will check it just to be absolutely certain. Yep, so you can see it takes dual SIM and nothing else. So if you wanted to cheap out and go for like the cheaper version and 256 gigabyte, for instance, over the 512, you will not be able to use a SD card in this device. So if you need more, you would need to splurge out for the half a terabyte version of this phone. And then at the top, I have no idea, we have the IR blaster for remote controls. We have what looks to be another microphone for loudspeaker, and this kind of looks like another speaker, though that would be kind of odd, but presumably that is it. So there we go. And like I mentioned before, this device comes at about 420 bucks. So it is a mid-range device, at least the price tag is, or starting to be closer to like high-end, I would say, but still the device offers you significantly more than any other device at this price range, which is something that Xiaomi has been doing for some time now. For instance, with like F5 Pro lineup and just F5 itself that they released like over a year ago, I think. Those devices also just offered you a just amazing bang for the buck, and actually came with the Snapdragons, unlike this one which comes with the Dimensity. But still, don't get this confused, this device, even though it comes with Dimensity, it is a flagship grade processor, and it will offer you an amazing performance at basically half the cost of any other flagships. So anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.